welcome folks to Continuous Miracle Radio right here on WGLM 106.3. Scott here with you on one of our pre-recorded shows we're going to have for you today. We've got Dangerous Darren on the dials over here, a little different setup. And we'll be up on YouTube and Spotify. So Mike is in here. Co-host Mike is in the studio this morning.
Good morning, everyone. Glad to be here. I got stuff to talk about, but Scott won't let me go down that trail just yet.
Yeah, maybe later in the show we can touch on some of it.
Got to get warmed up before.
Mike's new knowledge. This is recovery, and it's about gathering new knowledge.
I have recovered.
And now you're gathering new knowledge.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And
I'm full of it.
I don't know if we're going to do that this show or we're going to do that on another show, but we're going to get to it one of these days.
Oh, good. I can hardly wait.
And we got a guest in here with us today from Sober Not Boring. Excuse me. Robert is in with us today. Welcome to the show, Robert.
Happy Sunday.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here with us today. And Robert's been on the show. It was about a year ago. We had Robert and his wife Heidi on the show. And interesting couple, been involved in the recovery community for about a year up this way now.
Up this way, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And some exciting things they've been doing, trying to be useful and helpful to the recovery community as a whole. And brought Robert in today to talk a little bit about what some of those things look like and how, if you're interested, you could participate in some of these. Well, they're more than just events.
Yep.
I mean, you got quite a few things going on over in Fenwick, correct?
Yep, straight out of Fenwick.
Straight out of Fenwick. And I love telling you, I'm straight out of Gowan, Michigan. Yeah. You can find the post office box. That's going to be about it, though. So over in Fenwick, what's going on over there?
Yeah, boy, we never dreamed when we first moved to Fenwick about 3 years or so ago that was the reason why we moved there. So, but yeah, we're inside of the old Fenwick United Methodist Church, and the owners of the church have been great to us. We sat down and just shared a little bit about what our heart was for the people in the recovery community and how we wanted to serve, and they said, well, we would love to partner with you on that. So they provided a building, which has been a huge step forward for us. A year ago, we were just moving into that space, and we had just been doing the Friday night events and the Sober Not Boring events, and
right.
And that's that still continues. We serve anywhere between 50 and 75 people every Friday night out in Fenwick there. So
now, when you say the Sober Not Boring events, is that like what goes on, a speakers meeting? Potluck?
Yeah, it's a little different format. So we always start out with dinner at 5:30, and then we move into some kind of whether it's a game or some kind of an event or something like that, from like 6 to 7 or so. Last week we did, I think we did like not yard games, but just board games and cards and stuff like that. We've done paint your partner, not actual painting.
No, you got my attention.
Not that
I
kind
should have your attention.
Got mine. I'm all ears.
No, we gave everybody canvases, and nobody there is a Picasso, so we all just had a good time laughing and drawing our best caricature of the person sitting across from us. And I still have the painting that somebody did of me, not because it's a great painting or a great representation, but it was a great memory.
Okay.
And that's what we try to make a space for at Outreach, is really just creating some of those memories. And so we've done, bingo and yard games, when it's nice out. We do.
I was going to say, you said yard games. This is January, man.
Yeah.
Them
do
jarts.
yard games now.
Them jarts. I don't care how big a church is.
Now it's snowball.
It's not a good idea to throw jarts in the church, okay?
Definitely not.
Okay.
Definitely not.
I can see merit. I can see merit in it.
Successful merit?
No, but merit.
And then around 7 o'clock, 7:15, we always move into kind of an open share topic discussion. So sometimes we'll have speaker meetings, sometimes it'll just be a topic that we talk about, but it's kind of that mix of everybody getting together and eating, and then doing something fun. It kind of hits the dopamine levels a little bit, and then moving into kind of the end of the night where we have the speaker meeting. And we operate on a come when you can, leave when you have to.
Right.
Sometimes people will show up for just the dinner. That's cool. We try to sit down with people and make an impact while they're there. And but we also know everybody's schedule is different, so I can't expect everybody that walks through the door to sit there for 2-3 hours on a Friday night. So
no, I can.
life's
Life's busy, especially
For
if you're
sure.
in recovery.
Yeah.
Got a lot of appointments and things to do.
all this stuff.
This guy is constantly in motion.
I am, but I should be as helpful as a gang out to 419. So are you telling me that you generally wrap it up by 9 o'clock most nights?
Yeah,
on
we're
Friday
usually
nights?
Friday nights is usually wrapped up by about 9. Yep. Yeah.
Bedtime.
Well, no, not quite.
I had to.
Not quite. I go to a meeting that usually ends a little bit after 8 o'clock, so I generally get home by 9 o'clock
Sure.
up to Nuevo. He's pulling my legs, so to speak, because I am constantly in motion.
Yeah.
Keeps you sober.
Yes, it does,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
I'm trying to help others the same as
For
you
sure.
folks are.
Yeah.
Just that I don't have the same location you do. We're all where we're at.
You've got this location. This is a great location, right? This is your
That's
lane
true.
here.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
I forgot all about that.
Yeah, you're not driving. We're in the bonus.
Anytime he thinks I'm not driving, the world's better off.
Yeah.
There's
I hear
evidence. There's evidence.
Yeah.
Sometimes I refuse to look at the evidence.
I know. It's all right. We have to remind you.
Thank you for your service.
Yes, sir. But we have some fun with this, so
Yeah.
we don't mind our lane.
Yeah.
This is a great lane. I mean, and
Yeah.
I loved the write-up that was in the paper. I mean, you guys are, it's like everybody does what they can where they're at
Right.
with the doors that are open for you. This door wasn't open for me. I don't have time for this door,
Right.
right? But you guys did, and you did something with it, and I loved that you were consistent.
Yeah.
Showing up every week, and getting the people to come in. That's a whole job in and of itself, lining up people to speak. I know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's-
Oh,
Oh.
interesting. For this weekend, I had several lined up, and none of them showed. He's coming in the weekend looking like a slack-jawed, whatever they call it on them movies.
Yeah.
But he comes up with 3 guests just like that. And it looked sad on his part coming in the weekend, but he really delivered.
Yeah.
Thanks for showing
Came
up.
through in the clutch. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, Mike, what have you been doing? Never mind.
No, wait a minute. I got to tell you.
I already know. Don't answer that question.
He said it's family radio.
You've got a right to remain silent. I suggest you exercise it.
What? Do I have the ability yet?
I know you're gaining it.
Okay. Okay.
This fell under, though, a simple request, right?
Right.
In the program, we don't say no to a simple request.
Ideally, that's the idea.
Yeah.
Maybe you ought to stay in that lane.
Never mind.
You're doing great. No, we get a little room park. He's still in recovery, so,
Yeah. Yeah, we all are.
Yeah,
Daily reprieve based on my spiritual condition.
right.
How often do you run the Back to Basics program?
Yeah, that's fresh out there, isn't it?
Yeah, we started doing that earlier this year. We've gone through it. I think this is our 4th time now. So we're doing it this time around Wednesdays at 11 a.m.
So is that the first, Back to basics? What's that drop?
Yeah, so Back to Basics is doing the 12 steps in 4 one-hour sessions. So we pair people up with a sponsor or a sharing partner for that, and we have men and women that are available. But even though we're an all pathways drop-in center or recovery community center where we accept anybody from any pathway, we still believe that there's fundamental things inside of those 12 steps.
Well, there has to be a base.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I agree with
And
you.
we have
Foundation,
found that
call it
people
foundation.
being able to like get their head around like, okay, I can complete this in a month. I just have to commit to the next month, right? And it's bettering yourself,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, that's kind of what we've got going on at the MAC right now with
For sure.
Recovery Road.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, it's 12, 13, 14 weeks, I guess.
Yeah, and what day is that on? That's
Wednesdays.
Wednesdays,
Okay.
7 p.m.
7 p.m.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's open to anybody. And I tell folks, well, if you don't have 3 months to commit an hour a week to change your life, what are you willing to do?
Sure.
What are you willing
Yeah.
to do?
Yeah.
You know, and it's an opportunity
Yeah.
to do just that.
Yeah. How bad do you want it?
Yeah. Get your want to fixed.
For sure. Yeah.
And I love the fact our friend Mike Helmer likes to refer to our area as being resource rich.
Mm.
And that's what he's speaking about.
Yeah.
Opportunities for people to change their lives.
Yep.
That's resource rich. He's not talking about financial pieces or anything like that.
Yep.
He's talking about an opportunity for people to change their lives.
There's a lot of good agencies doing good work and just finding things that work for them and
Right.
and making it happen. So
Yeah.
for
And
sure.
getting the word out that, hey,
Yeah.
this is available.
Yep.
You know. So appreciate your service out
Yeah.
there at 419. Is that? I
Yep.
go sober now. Boy.
Yeah. So
419.
So Outreach 419 is
There you
the
go.
kind of the name of the building, or that's what everybody calls it, the 419.
What's the address on that one?
235 West Fenwick Road.
Okay.
And it's inside of the old church in Fenwick, so if you drive through the bustling metropolis of Fenwick, Michigan, you'll see a post office and then you'll see our church.
Sounds like Gowan.
Yeah.
He's thinking,
Well, they got the gas station going on and going.
that's true. And the
Yeah,
meat,
we don't
and the
have a
meat
gas station.
counter. Oh, we got a meat counter.
Oh man, you're light years
We
ahead
are,
of us.
we are. I got to make a trip to Fenwick, see how the other half lives.
Yeah. It's impressive.
Everywhere we go.
Yeah. No, we love serving out there. It was honestly when we started talking with people and we were talking about doing it in Fenwick, we had people say to us like, "That's the meth capital of Michigan," or "That's the
Be right at home.
yeah." And
Be
I'm
right
like,
at
"Well,
home.
it sounds like we're doing this in the right place then. Like that doesn't scare me."
I think of Fenwick and I think of trout fishing. You know, the Fenwick pole.
Sure. Yep.
Yeah. They're not made there.
Yeah. No, I don't
No,
think they're made there. Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
I think of the state land just south of Fenwick and all the water that springs and stuff like that. There are a few trout out there.
I'm sure you stomped around out there in your youth, didn't you?
When I was in my 20s, I had a Fenwick address. I could have been one of those heathens you meet. But I moved out of there before I was completely corrupted. I came to Greenville, finished, got corrupted.
Finish the job.
Finished the job in Greenville. But I have a lot of great memories of raising some kids out by Fenwick.
Yeah.
When my 55-year-old son was first started school, that was a while ago. He started in Fenwick. We went to,
Okay.
didn't go to a school in Fenwick. We lived in Fenwick, and they bused him into Greenville, right at the edge of the Greenville district.
Okay.
But I remember the town,
Yeah.
and I don't remember any Fenwick poles.
No. That's, well, you know, they're made somewhere.
Yeah. Now I'm going to have to investigate that.
One more thing for you to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
So out that way,
Mm-hmm.
you say you're gathering about 50 to 75
That's on Friday nights. Yeah.
per week.
Our,
Per week.
Yeah, our average weekly attendance right now is probably around 250. So we
Come to. Now,
Yeah.
do you have regular meetings?
yeah,
at-
Monday through Friday we're open for support groups. Monday through Saturday, but Monday through Friday we're open for support groups noon and 6 p.m. And
Now, are those standard 12-step meetings?
they're an all recovery style meeting, so we accept people from any pathway. We also accept people that maybe have a friend or a family member and they're just supportive of that person going through the recovery journey. About a quarter of the people that come through don't have a substance use disorder.
Okay.
And so we
That's
just,
interesting.
yeah, so we
Yeah.
make a space for them. The community support is great, and just having people that maybe they're a parent or a grandparent that loves somebody that's going through, and they're just looking for support or resources or just to be able to information. How do I talk to my grandson who's going through X, Y, or Z?
Right.
And
That's a critical component that's often overlooked, so that people who are, a relative or someone who might be, can gather information, so they become a little more knowledgeable about what the process is and what's taking place.
Yeah.
You know, as opposed to maybe the way it used to be, where you were guessing most of the time.
Yeah. Tuesdays we do like a life skills class. It's a communication-based class, so just to give people in recovery better communication ideas, so that the next conversation that they have with somebody is maybe a little smoother. In recovery, we have to do some hard things like make amends to people or talk to a judge or talk to a PO that's down our throat. And to be able to give people confidence to go into some of those conversations with just some tools and ways to...
Well, early recovery, you encounter a lot of people, their defensive mechanisms are up.
Yeah.
And to try and put a dent in some of that can be attacked.
Sure. Yeah, and that's been one of our most popular groups, and probably the one that I get the most feedback on. And it's also one of the groups I see the most immediate impact in somebody's life is them being able to handle or manage, teaching somebody to just take a breath first before you respond. Right. Take a pause. And just little things like that have given people the confidence to have some of those harder conversations. So.
Darren.
Okay, I just had another wrinkle.
I thought he was doing the Kit Kat.
I'm down for a Kit Kat.
I know what he means. He doesn't say much, but I know when he starts flashing me, I gotta do something.
And turn it on. I can unlock
We're
the
gonna take a little
doors.
break. I want to
I can
appreciate you
do everything else with the key fob except start it up.
Posted up on YouTube, so hang with us. We'll be right back after these brief messages from our sponsors. Hey, Scott here, back with Continuous Miracle Radio right here on WGLM 106.3. So glad you're here with us today. And you're enjoying this pre-recorded show. We've got Robert in from Project 419, or Sober Not Boring. I think you can probably find both those on the internet, can't you?
Yep, sobernotboring.com or outreach419.com.
Outreach.
Yep, you're good.
I keep dropping the ball.
I've been
on
called
that.
worse. So.
I know. I could probably go in my bag and find something. But no, he's doing this community outreach in Fenwick, and he'll get 50 to 75 people a week, which is a good number of folks.
Yeah, on a Friday night. Yeah.
Who are coming in for their own well-being.
Sure.
Or trying to gather information so they could be of use to somebody in their lives.
Sure.
Correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's worthy.
It's been an interesting.
It's a worthy cause.
It's been an interesting exercise, and let's experiment with something. I mean, there's not a lot of. There's other people doing drop-in centers and recovery, like RCOs and that sort of thing.
Right.
And but there's nothing like that really out in this area. So we just took with, kind of our experience from both of our experience in recovery, my wife and I, and I've been around the tables, either AA, NA, Celebrate Recovery. I've done some work in Dharma Recovery. I've done I don't even know what it's called. It's like a life application Bible thing where they go through the 12 steps. So I've gone through a lot of different ways, but the thing that we do on Friday nights is just, it's kind of grown into its own thing. And we just like meeting people where they're at. And for some people, that community layer is what makes all the difference.
Yeah,
right.
It's a missing piece.
There's meetings anywhere, and I love that there's meetings in Sheridan and meetings in Stanton and meetings in Greenville, and there's meetings all over the place. We try to add in that community layer.
Yeah. And that's really that's what's developed
Yeah.
in this area
Yeah.
that I've seen, the community element, where people gather,
Yep.
and get, what'd you say, 60 people at a speakers meeting at the
They had a
Mount
great
Yeah.
turnout.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Pinky did a great job, and
And heretofore, that stuff wasn't really
Mm-hmm.
available to folks, so now they can walk in and
Yep.
be at ease.
Yeah.
And maybe break some bread. And,
breaking stigma and breaking bread.
Yeah, at the
Yeah.
same time.
Yeah.
And it's that community piece that was missing.
Sure.
Or well, I don't know if it was missing, it just wasn't available.
Yep.
And it is today, and that helps the whole recovery community grow.
Yep.
So, addiction, alcoholism is called a disease of isolation. And the opposite of isolation is
Community.
community and connection. That's what I'm hearing about. That's what I'm hearing about 419 is
Yep.
community connection.
Yep.
One alcoholic, one addict talking to another.
It's amazing without a degree or any clinical information behind your name, it's amazing what you can do for somebody by just simply showing up.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes, sir. And might I comment on the way you're suiting up and showing up? Something about snowflake suit is awesome.
I was asked today, I guess today is, I was asked to wear blue to highlight human trafficking.
Okay.
And so I was asked to wear blue by somebody in our community, and I will wear blue to highlight that any day. So. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. You look rather natty in the process. That was a term from the 20s with the flappers and all that
Well, I
stuff.
knew you were there.
When I was young.
Yeah, you pulled one out of his bag.
Is that a haberdashery term, or?
No, it was just one of the terms that the zoot suiters would use.
Yes, okay.
Those were the people with the nice suits with
Yeah.
the long pants and the long watch chain.
Sure.
They could make fancy little tricks with
I'm
it.
more of a wallet chain kind of guy, but
Sure, and this isn't the 20s anymore. It's just time
Yeah,
to grow
we're
up.
here. Well, it
We're
is the 20s. It is the 20s, Mike.
Oh, the Roaring 20s, back in the 1900s. My mistake, folks.
Come on ahead. Come on ahead there.
It's an incremental thing, one little bit at a time.
One day at a time. Look at you now. That's the end result.
Yeah. Well, Robert looks good. I know that much.
Well,
I
there
do.
you
It's a little patriotic and a little seasonal. So yeah,
It's a beauty.
Everybody can do something.
for sure, for sure.
And actually, we're doing a lot in the recovery community. People are
The
getting
community
better.
here is doing a lot.
It's growing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do like a 180 and start talking about something that matters.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh no! Oh, get that button ready.
Actually, you were telling me that John was doing some meditating,
Yeah.
leading some meditation groups
Yep.
out there. We were talking about recovery, addiction, access to it, the community.
Sure.
Just a little different approach.
Yeah. The wellness aspect, just giving people options to round out their recovery. It's all about the recovery capital. Finding things that people may have not tried in the past, and a spiritual experience is the answer to this physical problem that we have. And there's no better way to get in touch with that spiritual experience than by learning and practicing meditation. I had a lot of time when I was in prison praying, and that was me talking to God. And then I got out of prison and I realized I should have done a whole lot more listening while I was there. And meditation.
I discovered God already knows what we need.
Yeah, oh yeah.
He doesn't need any direction from me.
No, no, he doesn't. He's got.
I've offered it, but he's into me.
Yeah.
Maybe not, Scott. Yeah.
So if I was listening to both of you, Robert was talking about listening to God, and you're still talking about talking.
I said I made that mistake.
Yeah.
That's what
Oh,
I said.
okay.
Yeah.
Will.
Yeah, the meditation, as it's been explained to me, and what made the most sense in my head was when we start listening to what God has to say to us. And And you know, if you're a proponent of the 12 steps, that is step 11, right? It is learning that two-way prayer, that having that conscious contact, right? And meditation is how that gets done. And that gives you the direction to move forward with what you're doing in step 12, because that's your action step. Recovery is kind of like, it's not, you know, if you compare it to, let's say, religion or whatever, like, you know, if somebody can't look at me and tell that I'm living a recovery lifestyle, then I'm doing it wrong. I shouldn't have to wear a t-shirt that says I'm in recovery or whatever. I should be living a recovery lifestyle. And it's the same thing, you know, with somebody's spiritual journey. You know, people, you shouldn't have to wear a t-shirt that says I'm a Catholic or I'm a Christian or I'm a this or that. You should just live it, do it, be about it.
Yeah, it's evident when somebody is.
Yeah.
And it's evident when somebody is not.
Sure. Yeah. You will know them by their fruit.
Yeah.
Is,
Take a close look.
Yeah. So.
They got phrases like that aren't even in the Bible.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like, you know them by their works.
Sure. Yeah.
And you're telling the truth. If a person's not living it, they're not really whatever they claim to be.
Sure. And we see it, you know, we see people come in. We had somebody come in today that was on day one and came in for the church service and, you know, came in a little late. That's cool. We don't look at people sideways and we don't make you feel silly for showing up late. It's come when you can and leave when you have to. So, but yeah, we see people that are day one, and we had somebody there that was on year 28, you know, that was sitting down across from him today after we get done with service. We always have a lunch afterwards and hang out with people and talk for a little bit. So what a great opportunity to pair somebody with, you know, just the experience, like, hey, this is possible. So, but having John Cronick there on Sundays doing the meditation class, that's been transformative for a lot of people. A lot of people in recovery have a hard time sitting with themselves for an hour.
Be still.
Yeah.
Be still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, you know, having him there
took me years to learn to just be.
Yeah.
It's okay just to be.
Yeah. You don't have to
breath.
be itching for the next thing. It doesn't have to be about the next hustle. Or,
Turn your phone off.
Yeah. That's a big one.
Yeah.
It's a big one.
I'm struggling to turn my phone off.
Oh,
I'm struggling to let it just be. I'm struggling to leave everything alone.
We see it.
Yeah. I want to
It's
get
evident.
I want to get in there and mess things up.
Yeah.
Make changes whether they're necessary or not. I just got to be. I'll get better.
Yeah. Yeah, one day at a time.
As it is. I'm still sober. I'm just not all better yet. I'm working at it.
I appreciate the effort people put in much more than the outcome. You know, I would rather have somebody focus on their effort every day, showing up to meetings and doing a little service work and, you know, just actively being a better human, right? Than to be so focused on, oh, I just need to be sober for 1 year and then my life is going to be magically better. No, just focus on the process as you go through that year and then see what unfolds, you know.
When people sort of look at me funny like that, I just see where I started from.
Sure.
This is tremendous progress.
Yeah. Light years.
Yes,
I know
sir.
I am. Light years.
Yes, I completely agree with that, Robert.
Still stumbling along.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I still bump my knees every now
Oh,
and
yeah.
then.
Dam it up.
Yeah.
But it's the gift that we can share.
It is. Yeah.
I've tried that. It didn't go very well for me. Maybe you'll have a different outcome. I don't know.
I still get a chance to work with a lot of people. I'm grateful for that. Even though I'm not, as we call it, perfect or arrived to where I should be, I still have a little something that I can share with folks about how I got a lot better than what I was by doing that simple process. And a simple process is really just self-examination. And then what I discover, is that where I want to be?
Mm-hmm.
Am I doing things that don't serve me well?
Or others.
Yeah, that sort of thing. It's getting a lot better.
Yep.
When I got to AA a little over 10 years ago, I wasn't sleeping very good. For quite a few years now, I've been sleeping good. And it's got a lot to do with I'm living a lot differently than I was. And I can share that with anybody.
Is your side of the street a little cleaner than it used to be, or?
It's a lot cleaner, Robert. I'm even aware that I have a part to play in all this. And before I thought it was just an accident and the world was picking on me.
Sure.
But as it is, I find out that I have a integral part in everything that happens to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
And usually a more active part than that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I get what I deserve, but usually when things don't turn out so good, it was because I had my fingers in there somewhere where they didn't belong.
You
And-
did what?
Yeah, trying to do somebody else, getting out of my lane,
Sure. Sure.
trying to think that I can run somebody else's life,
Yeah.
or that my opinion on that sort of stuff matters. Great deal to learn for a young guy like me.
That's been the hard balance, trying to working with people, and it's like you just want to sometimes shake people or just like this is the way, but you have to let people experience that and kind of go through it. You can ask questions and kind of guide them along the journey, but if
You have to,
if they feel like they're doing it for me, they're going to end up resenting me for for something or whatever along the way. So it's been this exercise in letting people do what they do, but still asking enough good questions and like being the support network to allow them to figure out what is my pathway, what does that even mean?
Thought-provoking questions.
Sure. Yeah.
I found those.
Yeah.
People seem to enjoy those because they have to think.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
What I was thinking about had to do with, most of the time when I meet people in recovery, it's either from a position of being a recovery coach and they're in a facility, or I'm in an AA meeting and somebody's looking for answers. In both cases, I'm encouraged to ask questions, listen, and offer guided advice. Not everybody's coming in, but in the circumstance I'm in, people are really looking for advice.
Yeah.
And this guy over here pointed out to me a long time ago that they don't really, they want advice, but they don't want to know what's between my ears.
Sure.
They want to know what's in that book about how to live life like that. And the closer I stick to that, the better off I am.
Yeah.
And it seems as though the advice is a lot better received
Yes.
because it's the correct stuff.
Yeah. I have found over the last year that my personal story plays a very small part in any of the counseling or one-on-one sessions or recovery coaching or anything like that. I mean, yeah, my experience may have given me the right to be in that room or whatever, but when I'm in front of somebody, I'm not sharing my story multiple times. Most of the times I'm not sharing at all.
They're not really that interested.
No,
they're concerned with themselves.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
rightfully
And
so.
Yeah, and so it's it's that meeting them where they're at. I mean, I know that's a phrase that gets thrown around a lot, but that's really taking yourself out of the situation and putting yourself like, hey, I'm just your cheerleader, your coach, your.
They told me that for a guy like me, it was selective use of parts of my story.
Sure. Yep.
That's all that they need to hear at that time is that I share some of the experience. I can understand where they're coming from because I came down some of that same trail.
Sure. Yeah.
And not step for step, but that little part that's similar so that they know I'm one of them.
Yeah.
We're in the same boat together.
Yeah. Been there, done that.
Yeah. And I found that my answers are in the AA Big Book. And that faith without works is dead. So just having faith in a higher power is not enough.
Sure.
It's necessary, but it's not the whole of it. It's the action part of it.
That's that being a verb, right?
Yeah, there you go.
I've noticed over time that any recovery meeting you walk into, whether an AA,
Sure.
wherever you decide you're going to go, there's not one person in that room that got there by accident. Know that walking in.
Okay, I just add another wrinkle to the
Know that
issues with
walking
the
in.
car.
Yep.
And
I
then,
just tried to start it using the key fob. It will not start using the key fob. I have to get in the vehicle,
listen a little bit
and turn it on. I can unlock the
Anyway, I
doors.
guess Darren's telling me we're going to take a little break.
I can do
we're not
everything
breaking
else
into
with the
his
key
vehicle
fob
or
except
something.
start it up.
Anyway, we're going to let him take a break. We'll be right back here with you after a word from our sponsors. Come on back and join us. Thank you so much for listening. WGLM 106.3 Continuous Miracle Radio. Hey, Scott here, back with you on Continuous Miracle Radio, 106.3 WGLM. So glad you're here. We're continuing conversation today. Co-host Mike in here.
Hey, we are.
Still. And we've got Robert here. He's from 419, Outreach 419, sharing a little bit about what they have been doing and a little bit about what's coming up here in the very near future. And busy folks out there, right, aren't you?
We found that if we keep people busy enough, they tend to stay sober.
Well, it helps. It helps, yeah. Turn the TV off, turn the phone.
Sure.
Come on down to that address here. Yeah.
You know,
see what we can do.
Part of what got us started was a couple of years ago we saw this YouTube video, and I'm sure you probably have seen the rat park or heard of the rat park incident when the rat experiment that they did like back in the 70s with they threw a rat in a cage and they got a little bit of cocaine water and then they have cocaine water and then they have regular water, and the rat always goes for the cocaine water.
Yeah.
Well, the rat was isolated in a cage with only two options. So this other researcher comes through and says, I want to create this rat park. So now the rat has this big, huge, spacious cage full of all these toys and other rats and all these things and the dope water.
Yeah, where to go?
Right?
Where to go?
And they went to the regular water
Oh.
because they had all these other things going for them in their life. And that's the part that, we just want to give people options for that community connection, right? Dope is always going to be there, right?
Yeah.
Dope is in prison. Dope is, it's wherever you go. If you want it bad enough, you'll find it. So giving people those community options and allowing them the space to connect with some friends and have a little bit of fun, and that's what we feel our lane is.
It's almost harm reduction, which
For sure.
Yeah, harm
For sure.
reduction. By creating community, you're actually living out harm reduction by giving people opportunities to connect
Yeah.
on a more personal level with other folks.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, Google or look for it on YouTube sometime. But the rat park experiment that was transformational for me when I saw that. I was like, that makes complete sense with just that layer of community that needs to be added in. Because just like you were saying, Mike, it's the opposite of isolation. What they were doing to that initial rat was community and giving them options. So
There's a AA book called Living Sober. Ever cross paths with
sure.
it?
Oh yeah. Yep.
It didn't say sober living, it said living sober. Because
yeah.
it's about the life, it's about living. How do we do that? How do we create our own rat park?
Sure.
And that's what it was, a lot of suggestions on what a guy like me could do rather than drink.
Sure.
And it had a lot of different community things in it, along with crafts, so to speak,
Yep.
things, reading. But it was a lot about interacting with other people,
Yeah.
and it was about the living aspect of it. So I got to agree with the Rat Park idea.
Just a few months ago, we took a big group out rock climbing to meet up with another recovery group in Grand Rapids.
Mhm.
So, got a van full of people and took them all out to Grand Rapids, went rock climbing. I'd never been rock climbing. A bunch of people in our van had never been rock climbing, but it was a new experience, and people were open to, hey, I want to try this. I want to just be a part of it. And even if they were just cheering for us on the sidelines and not up climbing on the wall, it was great to be a part of the community. You're still
sounds
part
like
of it.
you're doing something different.
Yeah.
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 You mentioned getting in a van and going somewhere, and Mike had talked about your location in Fenwick. And
Yeah.
some, transportation.
Sure. Yeah.
Getting to Fenwick.
Yep.
That's more accessible now. You have some ride shares set up.
Yep.
You get people out to your facility at Outreach 119.
Yeah, we have volunteers that are in Greenville, Belding, Ionia, Stanton, Sheridan, that are all willing to, if you want to come to a meeting, or if you want to come to a recovery coach appointment, or if you want to come to an event that we're doing, they've committed to being available for helping out with rides.
So is there a number folks can call?
Yeah, yep. Our phone number is right on the top of all of our flyers, but it's 616-788-7394.
They can call that number and get connected with a ride.
Yep, they can call or text. Start out with a text, and that usually we can get the ball rolling. And we knew when we started out there that the rural nature of it all.
Sure, and that's a component because
For
people
sure.
got to get there.
Yeah,
Right.
yep. And so we try to do as much in person as we can. We are looking at adding a couple online meetings. We've had a lot of people that just have transportation issues, and sometimes they're not able to even leave their house. Maybe they have to watch their kids or whatever. And we're very open to families bringing their families in, but just sometimes it doesn't work. So, but to open up a little online option for people to still stay connected with the community. So
That's actually pretty effective. We had the COVID. That all
Sure,
came
yeah.
into light. That a lot of people started doing online meetings.
Sure.
And stayed with them.
Yep. Yeah.
It's
My
just
first
another
love
tool.
is still always in person.
Yeah, I much rather. I enjoy meeting
Yeah.
and greeting new folks and
Yep.
old folks.
Yep.
You know,
That human connection.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's a piece of it.
Yeah. Yeah, last week we did roller skating, we went bowling one afternoon, so it was just I didn't know who would show up. I said, I'll pay for anybody that comes out to bowl in Sheridan between 2 and 4, and I think we had 15, 16 people show up there, and
Nice.
help out a local business, and
Knock a few pins down.
knock a few pins down. Yeah.
You ever bowl, Mike? I'm thinking a spectacle.
Okay, if you want it to be theater, I can bowl for you. You want pins knocked down, I might not be your boy.
Okay.
If you want theater, I'm your boy.
I'm thinking a spectacle.
In
We got it.
In February, we're going to be partnering with the MAC, and we're going to be throwing. I'm not sure on the date yet. We're still working that part out, but we're going to be renting a bunch of lanes. So Outreach 419 and the MAC will be partnering together. And
Do you have an overhand lane for a guy like me?
I think they have the little bumper things that.
Close enough.
Yeah.
I
okay.
can.
You
park.
can work in those.
I can.
boundaries?
Yes, sir.
We'll let Mike bowl because they're not sharp objects, okay? But no jerks.
What if I shot put? Shot put okay?
That works.
We'll have to wait until summer, but yeah, I could find a place for you to shot put.
Just no sharp objects.
Okay. Maybe it won't be your bowling night, but I'm prepared.
Okay. Yeah, but we feel like those events, things like that, just bring people together, and that's what we love seeing. That's what we love doing. We're going sledding this week in Tower Park in Greenville. We're going to try not to break any bones.
What are you going to do for snow?
It is snow dependent. So I think it was Wednesday. So I'm praying for snow. This is the only time I'm praying for snow. I'd much rather see it be 80 degrees and sunny.
Is Wednesday the day it's supposed to be 47? Let me do a quick look here, folks. That's what I'm thinking.
47 and rainy.
We'll keep praying.
Oh, we'll take everybody out for hot cocoa and
Right.
call it a day.
Oh, it'll be back down to 35 by Wednesday.
You got a
Okay,
chance.
all right.
You got a chance.
I got a chance.
Yeah.
It might be mudding. How about that?
There you go.
I mean, we're all down for options here, so.
Right. Whatever it takes.
Yeah.
Willing to go to any length.
I remember Tower Mountain and my grandkids and
Oh,
taking
yeah.
them down there.
Yep.
I used to have this sled that was about, I don't know, over 3 foot long with aluminum runners on it. And I could go down through the woods around to Tower Mountain.
Show
with,
off.
with my grandkids. They were pretty proud of the old boy. It was a lot of fun. I'll see if I can't find that
Yeah.
sled somewhere.
Bust it out. I want to see this.
Yeah.
Take a video, would you please?
Oh, it's a thing of beauty. I'll do it
I
again.
still can't wait to see the bowling thing. I'm good. Just right.
What is that? Slow pitch bowling or?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do slow pitch. Yeah.
Okay.
Why don't you watch a few people do it and then maybe give it a try?
Oh. Okay, I guess I won't lead by example. I'll
Right.
try to be a good follower
Yeah,
for that
be
one.
that, be that day. So, what else you got coming up there, Robert?
Every Monday we do we do a Bible study after our meeting. So we have our 6 o'clock all recovery meeting, and then we do my wife does a Bible study afterwards. That's been fairly well attended for people that are into that. Saturdays we have in the afternoon. So Saturday morning at 11 we have a sexual abuse survivor group, and then at 1 p.m. we do our all recovery group, and then on the first Saturday of every month we have a dog groomer. One of our participants has her own dog grooming business, and we did a little pop-up shop last week for the first Saturday of the month, and we had great response. We probably had 15, 20 people come through
Nice.
and just get their dog's nails trimmed for like $5, I think it is, that she charges. And so
Can you back up to Saturday morning? What you do?
Sure, the sexual abuse survivor group.
Yeah.
Sure. Yep.
Trauma.
Yep. It's a trauma group. Yep.
If I remember a conversation with Heidi from
Yeah.
last year, she had developed some kind of a program to help people deal with that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
is this like an extension of that?
Yeah, so this is very intentionally not a leading you through any kind of program. This is just more, this is a safe place to talk, a safe place for support. We do ask, this is the only closed group that we have, so we ask that you have first hand experience in that, with that. So, yeah, and we have men and women that have been a part of that group, so.
So that might just lead to some more in-depth conversation with
Yeah.
Heidi?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Sounds like a great opportunity for someone, for the...
Yeah.
I'm glad that
We
Heidi's
actually-
doing that.
We actually had one of our participants that Heidi was counseling and had expressed interest in leading a group like that. And so Heidi said, well, I'm willing to be your support system with that and give you the space to do it, but if you want to lead this, and it has been beautiful to see her lead this group and to see
Empowerment.
her putting her service into action, right? That service aspect. And she doesn't have a substance use disorder.
No, but she suffered trauma and pain.
Yes. Yep.
So,
Yep.
yeah.
And so, yeah, it's been beautiful to see her come alive in that and then find purpose inside of her pain that she's had. And that's, I think, when we can find purpose and meaning inside of the junk that we went through, I think that's when it really starts to click for people. It's when we see a lot of light bulb moments.
Pulling out the good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's in there.
It is.
If
It
you're
is.
looking,
Yeah.
you'll find it. And if
Yep.
you're not, you won't. You'll continue doing whatever you do.
Yep.
That's from my work. I understand that there's a lot of misdiagnosis
Yeah.
with survivors of sexual trauma. Partly because it's normally not a one and done thing.
Sure.
And each new event has its own type of trauma
Right.
with its own answer, so to speak.
Yep.
And it's not a cookie cutter, one size fits all. It's so complicated.
Yeah.
So I'm grateful that there's a chance for people to explore it and help empower someone to be.
Sure.
It takes a whole special skill set
Yeah.
to be anywhere of any help for that. So I guess when you're screening to make sure that people have valid reasons for participating,
For sure.
kudos to you for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's all about people getting better and growing
For
through
sure.
their pain.
Yep.
And into whatever it is maybe they're intended to be.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty. I know what you speak of. I've
Yeah. I love seeing,
witnessed it enough times.
man, when you see the light bulb come on for people and you see, like, we've seen just all of a sudden their eyes change and it's like they're seeing the world in color for the first time.
Black and white, the color. Yeah.
Suffering transmuted looks like that.
Yeah. Suffering transmuted.
Mm-hmm.
Alchemy in action.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
We're getting deep now, Mike. It's
Yeah.
deep water.
Yeah.
That's deep water you're taking us into.
Well, when we're down towards the end of the show for the day,
Let him throw the alchemy Bob out there.
when you see me drowning, throw me a life raft.
We know what to do.
Okay, whew.
We won't let you flounder out there for long, don't worry.
Okay. Anyway, tell Heidi I said hello, hats
will,
off to her, and
yeah.
thanks for what she's doing.
She would have loved to have been here today, but like I said, she got a last minute call yesterday from somebody that needed an officiant for a funeral, and
She's being of service.
yeah, she's being of service in that way. So
Ministers are like that.
yeah,
She's duly excused.
yeah,
Just you tell her I said just this one time.
yeah. I know it's tough being the pastor's husband. So.
Right, yeah, you can be that guy. You can be that. I'm glad I'm not that guy. You can be. So anyway, Robert, thank you for everything you do in our outreach for I greatly appreciated on behalf of the entire recovery community, and I appreciate you coming in here on short notice on a Sunday to get a show with us.
Oh, you're
because
so good.
I like to put out as much content that's actually happening
Sure.
right here, right now, in real time.
Yep.
Okay, where people can grab a hold of that and change their lives.
Yeah.
You know, and that's important to
Yeah.
me. That people are receiving that information, and what they do with that is up to them. Of
Sure.
course. But boy, we're trying to make it available. So
You do a good job of it here.
yeah,
Yeah.
we
They're
can't
cool,
do it
but-
without folks like you out doing the things that you were doing out
Yeah.
there. You know, and what
Yeah.
Mike goes around doing. Mike helps people when they turn around and save his life.
I heard that.
You know, I don't even want to go into that. That's just too deep. We talk about alchemy.
Yeah, he works like that.
He does.
Yeah.
He does. He does.
I'm grateful.
Yeah. We all get to bear witness to it.
Yeah.
I guess we better keep doing what we're doing.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to take a brief moment to thank all our sponsors, Guiding Light, the Mac, Randy's House, and everyone out there who's taking the time out of their busy day to listen. We greatly appreciate you, and hope we can utilize some of this information that we're trying to pass along to you.
And even if you can't utilize it, share the episode with somebody who can,
Share it with
right?
somebody who
Like that's
can.
how you get the word out. That's a free way to support what you're doing, what we're doing, everything. Just
Yeah.
share it.
Yeah, we're available on Spotify, Continuous Miracle Radio. We're available on Facebook, Continuous Miracle Radio. We're available on YouTube, Continuous Miracle Radio. You can look us up at any time, or you can go to our page, continuousmiracle.net, and view any of our previously recorded broadcasts. Thank you so much for being here with us on Continuous Miracle Radio, WGLM 106.3, beautiful downtown Greenville, Michigan. Scott signing off.